Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Copper Jacket TV. So Polymer 80 just lost a massive lawsuit in DC to the tune of over $4 million. Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, I just want to let you know I really appreciate you watching these videos. It means a lot. If you wouldn't mind, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button. It would help me out greatly. And also check out the main sponsor of this channel, which is the USCCA. Absolutely the best membership you could ever have in your wallet with self-defense, liability insurance, and more. So check out the USCCA. Let's get to it. So you guys have seen it. Over the past few years, Polymer 80 really has been through it all. As a matter of fact, they've been at the forefront of just about every new piece of gun control legislation that's out there, from a local to state to the federal level. And one thing I can really respect about these guys, regardless of what you think about their product, is that they didn't just roll over, accept it, and close up shop. They decided to fight back against this because they know that it's clearly unconstitutional on a First Amendment and Second Amendment basis. As a matter of fact, we have a rich history and tradition since the founding of this country of being able to create our own arms. So under Bruin, the recent decision by the Supreme Court, you can look back as far as you want, and you're not going to see any regulation to use as precedent to uphold a law that would ban building your own arms, or even just the use of these, polymer blanks, which is really what they are. So even though most of us understand that this is protected by the Constitution, you still have attorney generals and judges out there who believe that they have a little bit of leeway in interpretation, and so they use that in order to get the outcome that they want. Now, one of the things they went after Polymer 80 for was violating the Consumer Protection Act. Now, the reason they did that was because Polymer 80 said that it was legal to own etc. on their website for DC residents, when the mayor of DC actually created a law back in 2020 essentially banning these build kits from that district. So banning the build kits, and then afterwards, when some were still shipped in by distributor or elsewhere after that bill was passed or created, Polymer 80 was responsible for those after that. And so I believe there was only 19 incidents after that law was passed in 2020. Only 19 of these actually made it into the district, but still they used those 19 to say that they violated the Consumer Protection Act by telling people that they were legal, where in fact by DC mayor standards they weren't. Now obviously there's more to it than that. This has been going on for a while now. I'll put a link to an article down below so you guys can read it for yourself as well. But the main takeaway here is that DC wins a $4 million lawsuit against Polymer 80. That's a huge hit. I mean, that is a massive hit. And so I don't exactly know what's going to happen after this, whether or not they have any recourse, whether they can still appeal higher than the district court in DC. I assume that they can, especially after Bruin. If you use Bruin in this case, it basically takes the whole ban of these 80s out. I mean, you can't ban something unless you look at it in terms of text and history and tradition and say that, we have a tradition of banning these things, so therefore, we can still ban them today. Now, if you look back based on Bruin, you won't see any of that, and therefore a law like that can't stand today. So if they're able to appeal, they can use the Bruin decision maybe to overturn that $4 million judgment. But as of right now, that's $4 million, and it stands. So it's tough. As a matter of fact, we're probably going to be seeing a lot more of these lawsuits coming in different areas that, have banned their products as well. And the problem is they're being held responsible for distributors and things like that. So if a distributor already had like a pallet of them, and let's say that Polymer 80 changed their mind, or changed something on the website that says don't ship, or we don't ship to this state, but the distributor still ships it to that state, Polymer 80 is still held responsible. So it's just a mess. It's just another step for them to try and attack an industry that is protected but hasn't received any massive legal protection by way of a Supreme Court decision or anything yet. So they're going after what they can for now. It's really too bad, and hopefully they'll be able to overturn it and maybe take it to a higher court. Thank you all very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe. You guys have a great day.